Hello, everybody. I'm Sophia Parola with Garden State Film Festival, and I am here with Joseph today. He has a lot of hats in this in this short film called The Perfect Cup that will be premiering this year at the Garden State Film Festival. Congratulations on having your
Thank you.
film accepted and making a film in the first place. So, can you tell everyone who you are and your titles in this film?
I'm Joey Scelza. I was the director, writer, and producer of The Perfect Cup.
Awesome, and the actor in it, because there's
yes.
and the actor in it. Don't don't forget to mention that, because honestly, it's a short film. It's funny, it's sweet, it's relatable, and I really enjoyed it. I had a chance to watch it, and I can't wait to pick your brain. So, can you tell everyone about The Perfect Cup? So what is this short film?
So basically, it's about a guy who really is determined to make the perfect cup of coffee with latte art, and it's extremely hard for like beginners. And yeah, he ends up making it, and I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. That's enough. And it is a silent short film, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, which is really cool. And I'm honestly, I think everyone should take the time to watch this, because I'm happy I got to see it. It makes you laugh. It makes you feel what he's kind of feeling, and we can all relate in some way. And let me just say, latte art is hard, because my sister's been a barista for like 10 years, and she just learned like a year ago. So it is hard.
It's very hard.
So I'd love to ask you just about the process of making this film and when you made it, and a little bit about the background of the making of The Perfect Cup.
So I made it in May 2020, which was kind of the beginning of quarantine. Like it came out in May, but the filming took place in April. So like it was just beginning of quarantine, and I had basically nothing else to do but make latte art, and that's how I got the idea. So basically, we went through 2 coffee machines because both of them broke at one point, but we ended up getting it back so I could finish filming. And
Wow.
I made so many cups of coffee in the process. It's crazy.
Did you drink them all?
I drank 2, I think, per filming session. So
okay. Wow.
yeah, I did not drink
You
all
had a
of
lot
them.
of energy, I'm guessing, to make the rest of the
Yeah.
film. Wow, that's so much. You actually bought and I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but I guess this isn't giving anything away, but they looked like pretty expensive coffee machines. They looked pretty high tech.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive, which we were thankful enough that the second one was brought to us, because we were talking to the company and they ended up sending ones in the meantime while the other one got fixed. So we didn't pay for it, but we ended up sending it back. So
wow. And do you still have the coffee machine?
yes, it's still working good.
Awesome, because it's famous. It's gonna have to sign some autographs. That's so cool. So yeah, you were mentioning that this happened in the pandemic, and latte art was, I guess that was your quarantine buddy, right? Like everyone had something that they were interested in doing. Yep. I saw in your credits, thanks to COVID-19. So yeah, tell me a little bit about having latte art, making the film during the pandemic. How was that? Because a lot of people can relate to that, just having, especially filmmakers, wanting to stay creative during such a crazy climate. So tell me about, making this, especially during the pandemic.
So, like during the pandemic, I've always been into coffee, but latte art just seemed like that one thing that was a challenge, and I had to get it. So in the meantime of like doing that, I was like, why don't I just film this? And I did that for my final, and it ended up paying off.
So cool. And you were mentioning before the interview that your teacher was really impressed with it too. Like, so was this a project? Was this it's something you just wanted to do for your final, but you had the freedom to pick your own topic?
Yeah, it was more of a final that everyone in the class worked on their own project, and the requirements caused for it to be on campus, but that changed because of the pandemic. So basically, you had all freedom to do whatever you wanted, and I chose mine to do with coffee, and loved it.
It's very cool, very cool. And so you go to Rowan, correct? That's the college that you're currently in, and that you're. So that's in New Jersey. I know Rowan really well. I've visited. I have friends who've been there, and obviously this is Garden State Film Festival, home of New Jersey. So tell me why did you feel the need to submit to Garden State? What does Garden State mean to you, and having this film be in it?
So Garden State has been like that film festival that's always been around my high school when I used to do film for them. And there was one film last year that got a nomination or it got selected, and it was the Term Paper. I don't know if you guys remember it.
Mm.
I was the cinematographer for that one, and it just was stuck in my head because I know this film festival to be one of the biggest in the state. So I'm going to give it a shot.
It's amazing, and it worked. Your shot was absolutely
Yeah.
received. I'm so excited for people to see this. So, I mean, one of the things I really like to ask filmmakers, especially now during this climate and just in general, is why it's important for people to invest money, time, support in films, especially from New Jersey, that gets a lot of bad rep in a lot of the film world. And I'd just
Yeah.
love to know, why do you think people should watch your film and just films in general? Why is it good for people to support and keep involved in making films, supporting films, watching films, everything that you know?
I think people should keep supporting small filmmakers and filmmakers in general, because most of the films that are out there is all built around passion. Like for me, my passion was filmmaking, and obviously I love coffee, so that was another passion of mine. So I combined the two, and it made a really passionate project that I'm very I love it. So it's like my child right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. Passion, just having people relate to that and expressing that passion.
yeah.
I love that. And I mean, you had such a, obviously, I don't know if you had any budget, or except for the coffee machine, but you did most of it yourself. You were wearing most of the hats. I mean, tell me about, what was that like, just kind of doing it a little bit all on your own and putting all that time and everything. And how was that?
It was fun. I figured I would need a crew, which about 75% of it was with another cinematographer. Everything else was on a tripod.
Okay.
It was definitely a challenge to do it all on my own, but since it was a silent film, there wasn't much writing that needed to be done besides storyboarding, and I did there is a little bit of Foley, which I was actually a sound designer technically, but not very big into it. But it was definitely a challenge, but I like the challenge. So
It's so cool. And do you have any advice? I mean, you're obviously, still in college, or some people who are watching this that are in high school, just some people who don't even go to school for it and love film as a passion, or just love to watch it. Do you have any advice for people out there who might be learning or just wanting to get their feet wet, or yeah, what have you learned so far in your career?
definitely start planning, because I noticed that when I started writing, or when I started filmmaking, I did not write. I didn't like writing, but really that helps a lot, and that really makes the determination just keep going. Because once you write it, that's the hard part. Like the planning, and then the shooting is like the fun part, and the
Mhm.
editing for me is my favorite part. So
Oh, that's so cool. Start planning. Absolutely. And so just tell me also, like, how do you feel about this film expanding from the Garden State Film Festival? Do you have any plans for this film? Do you have any plans for your career? What are we looking next after the Perfect Cup?
So I've entered it into 5 other film festivals, and so far it's been selected into 2. I'm still waiting on the other ones, so no denials yet. But
Awesome. Congrats.
thank you. But yeah, everything. I don't know if I'm gonna take it further with the Perfect Cup, because it's beginning to get a year old soon. So
Mhm.
maybe another project, but I'm still putting it out there and uh promoting it. So
Anything you're working on right now or looking forward to work on that we can know about? Can you spill the beans on anything?
so far, I'm still in the brainstorming process of another film, but I'm definitely, if I ever make something else, I'm definitely putting it into the Garden State.
That's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear, especially, Garden State, yes, home of New Jersey. We love our homegrown people, but we also just love to make all of our filmmakers feel like family and make sure that, yes, it's always going to be on your list to submit to, because we want to stay in touch with these amazing people with your amazing point of views. I mean, I really think that a lot of people will not only enjoy this film, but it is relatable in a way that it doesn't even have to be coffee, just the frustration of trying to have something get exactly how you want it. And that is, I mean, especially as an artist, for the most part, it's really hard. It doesn't always come out how you want
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, we're wrapping up. So I just want to say thank you again. Congratulations on having this submitted and accepted into the festival. I can't wait for people to watch it. And for everyone watching, let me tell you when it will be premiering. It will be virtual only at the Brookdale Performing Arts Center venue, Saturday the 27th, 3 p.m. to 4:15 p.m. block. So I hope you have some plans at home to celebrate this festival and watch it.
Got some snacks.
Yeah, make a little red carpet in your home. I hope. I wish we could be on the red carpet and I could be interviewing like with a microphone and people could see this in person, you know. But it's still great that the festival is still running no matter what climate. Anyway, possible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations again on this short film, and I wish you the best of luck in your career and the perfect cup.
Thank you.
Thank you.